Hey you, it's Reese, and we are back with another prophetic word. This word I will be breaking down in conjunction with prophetic teaching the Father sent me earlier this morning before he sent me this word. And he used that teaching to reveal to me what he's speaking about when it comes to the word he sent me. So I'm going to go over the word first, and then I'll go over the video, some parts of what the gentleman was saying in the video. I'll also link that video in my comments, or description, so that you can watch the video and get a better understanding of what he's saying as well. Okay, so I'm going to be giving just a little bit of testimony in this prophetic word, because I think it might help you understand better what the Father is saying. So the word is spindrift, and it's spray blown from the crest of waves by the wind, driving snow or sand. So it could be water, snow, or sand. And basically it is sea spray, especially spray blown from waves during like a gale force wind. Spray swept by a violent wind along the surface of the sea. So you'll see, like in a lot of, or if you watch like storm movies, like, you know, with crashing waves and stuff, or even like surfing movies and stuff, you'll see, or if you've been on a boat or cruise or ship or whatever the case, you'll see like the particles of water, like you'll see it kind of like letting out a mist or spray. You might even feel it coming on your face or your body as the waves are crashing, right? So some of us are still in those crashing waves, or we've recently come out of those crashing waves. And if you are still in those crashing waves, this is possibly what you can expect next once the Father has settled you down somewhere to rest. And if you just came out of those crashing waves and you're kind of like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't understand where I'm at, what season I'm in. So what the Father is saying is that for some of you, the ones of you that have already come out of those crashing waves, it's been hard. The walk has been hard. It has been tiresome. Some of you, I know I did, was like really on the verge of giving up, possibly even took steps to give up, but God rerouted you, and just kind of like in straight survivor mode, just like, I gotta get through these waves so I don't drown, or so these waves don't take me over and everybody sinks in the ship. So after these crashing waves that the Father either allowed or concocted for your refiner's fire, a lot of you are in a place of rest, restoration, reconstructing, healing, learning how to come out of survivor mode and or fight or flight mode, learning how to rest. Because some of us, I know I'm one, I have to work to rest, and that's a video I'll be uploading after this, because after being on the go for so long and so often, and the Father, you know, has us moving here and there and everywhere and doing this and doing that, I didn't know what it looked like for me to rest. And so the divine connection he set me up with at the place I'm at, she prophesied over me and basically told me, because I had been asking God, what do you have me here for? What am I doing? What season am I in? Why do I just feel so shuffled? Why do I feel just kind of stuck at a standstill? And that's another prophetic word that I released. And it's not that we're stuck at a standstill, we're floating. And so the video he sent me was, the water is just waiting on the wind to move again. And so if you've seen some storm videos, after you see all the crashing waves in the ship or the rescue raft, wherever, just being thrown and tossed in the waves, then you have then the storm's over, and then you see the boat or the raft or whatever it is just floating on the water. And usually you'll see the person or the people on it just kind of like just laid out, just like, oh my God, that almost took me out, right? And so that's where some of us are in this season, is we're floating, and God is floating us. He is wanting us to learn how to rest in him, which for some of us takes work, right? Oxymoron is like, okay, I'm supposed to be resting, but I got to work to rest. Yeah, because we have to learn how to accept his rest and his grace and his mercy, his favor, his love, and his forgiveness, for all the times we've fallen, all the many more times we will fall. For some of us, he's still working on getting things out of us, and that is either helping you through those labor pushes for you to birth whatever he has for you to birth, or to get some toxins out of you. And so this is a new thing he's doing in you and through you and around you. And he is, for some of you who this word is for, he's put you in a place where you can rest. You don't have too many things to worry about. That's not saying you just don't do anything, but you don't have too many things to worry about. You're just floating and letting the waves, you're letting him just move your life raft to where he wants you. And so it's going to be a different kind of processing, different kind of refiner's fire. It's going to be the temp is lowered for this, because he's teaching you how to receive his grace and his love, and to come out of fighter and survivor mode, and to heal you from... Some of us developed PTSD when it came to this walk. So to heal you from the trauma that you may have developed during the wilderness walk, trauma from before the wilderness walk. It's just a lot of healing, a lot of learning how to rest, learning how to receive and accept his grace and to give it. He's bringing streams in the desert for many of you. So that's what he's saying. You guys have been tossed to and fro in these crashing, violent waves by the wind. He is the wind, but he is now using his waves to guide your raft boat, and you're just floating. So it may feel like you're floating aimlessly. It may feel like you're floating to nowhere, but rest assured, even if you don't see any land in sight, you are floating to where he is eventually going to take you, and you are right where you need to be. It may not feel like it. Some of you may have been delayed, or feel delayed, and some of the delays we do cause ourselves, but there are some delays that are designed. They are designed by the Lord, and it's not, an attack or, the enemy coming for you. Not saying you won't have any attacks during this time, but he's just teaching us how to return to our first love, to regain the desire we had for him that we had when we first started. Some of us are just so tired. It's just kind of like a pushing to do things. Not saying we don't enjoy spending time with him or anything anymore, but sometimes the things he calls us to, it feels a little bit tasked just because we're so tired. And he's wanting us to rest so we can start enjoying more of him and his presence, and enjoying the gifts that he has increased, enjoying the rest that he has put us in. So yeah, for some of you, that's where you are. You are floating, and he is gently guiding you in the waves. You're not floating aimlessly. He is giving you a break from all the crashing waves. And he is guiding you to his perfect peace and his perfect timing for all the other things that he is has already set up for you, and it's in store for you. Some of you might be going through some experiences where you would have needed this rest to be able to deal with those things that you may be going into after the rest, or even possibly during the rest. You might be going through some situations or about to go through some situations where the environment or situation he has you in right now, it will be much needed to be able to pull through these other things that might be coming towards your way. And so just learn how to rest in his grace and his love and his favor and his mercy. Learn how to accept and receive his love, and really focus on healing, because you're going to need that healing. You're going to need your heart to be repaired and renewed for the people and things that he's bringing into your life. He's going to need your heart to be renewed, as well as your mind, obviously. But for some of you, that's where you are. That's where you're about to be. Yeah, so hopefully I explained that well enough. Again, I'll link this video in the description so you can watch it as well. That's all I got for you in this prophetic word. Until next time, God loved you then. No matter what you did back then, he loves you now, no matter what you're doing now. And I love you in the future. No matter what you may do in the future, God loves you and he calls you righteous. So stay righteous. And if you ain't righteous, for the love of God, get righteous, because not every day is promised to you. Okay? And I'm out. You guys have a blessed one. Bye.